piece of me, boy. Go, go, go. Yeah. Outstanding. Rock and roll.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the weekly news. I'm Artosis, I will be your host as always. And sorry once again for the low-tech version. You know, sometimes we are just so busy during the week we cannot make it to the studio, so here we are. Alright, let's get into the news. Now, Rhett played Grape recently in the Eastro vs. Rhett match, and for those of you who have not seen those VODs, go check them out. They are up on the site. Really great match. Rhett ends up winning 2-1. And just this weekend aired was Rhett against Say Join. This guy is a really high-end B-teamer. He has won the past 2 Eastro B-team ranking leagues, so definitely a better player than Grape. And I gotta tell you, the series was good. The VODs are up on the site now, so go give that one a little look-see. I cannot wait to see the next Rhett match. It's probably going to be a Zerg vs. Terran match, which is going to be really hard. Eastro is known for raising good Terran players. The head coach is Koss, and it has, C-Really, it has Up Magic. It's a great team for Terrans, and so this should probably be the hardest for Rhett, even if, it's not the person who's won the last 2 ranking leagues. So, good luck to Rhett there. It's going to be pretty exciting. Either Rhett against If Classic or maybe History GM, someone like that. So we'll see. It hasn't been decided quite yet, but we'll let you know a little bit later in the week. Now, WCG Germany Invite Tournament has happened recently, and the top 3, Mondragon now is qualified, Horror ended up winning the thing, and a guy named Tonker qualified, and I'm not really familiar who Tonker is. I think he's with IPS, but not 100% sure on that one. But, no prizes for the top 3, so Mondragon just dropped out once he hit there. So, already we have Horror and Mondragon along with a couple guys that we don't see too often qualified for Germany. Pretty much, now we just need to get Ace and maybe Infernal and a few others in there, and it'll be just a great event. And so, yeah, that's about it for WCG Germany. Zotac Cup. It's now had 12 of them take place, and it's actually quite interesting if you look at the results of it so far. With 3 cups, Castro is in the lead. And this past cup that just happened this weekend, Castro is actually in the finals with Dimago, so Castro may be making it 4 cups. There's some sort of lag issues going on, so they haven't finished that up yet. But, Castro is just raking in a ton of money from these guys, and that's pretty exciting for him, I think. 100 euros down in Peru probably goes a pretty far away. And in second place with 2 cups each, we have Idra, Rhett, and Yoon, that Korean guy who hangs out the foreigner scene sometimes. And then with just 1 cup apiece, we have Naruto and Dreven. So really there is a lot of repeats going on. Not that many one-ofs at all, which is something that's pretty surprising, especially for a tournament with so many best-of-1 rounds in the beginning, Good players get knocked out quite often. And JF has just recently come back into action, so I expect to see him starting to win some cups pretty quickly here. And for those of you who caught it, Valor took place this past Friday. Go check it out. I heard that they had a great commentator for it. And JF, made a return match in there. Didn't go too well, but maybe his match next week will be a little bit better. It was Idra against Brad OK. Idra ended up cleaning up Brad OK 3-1, and it was a reasonably entertaining match, at least. Definitely go check that out. Check the Valor threads. You'll be able to find out how to do that in there. And so that's about it in the foreigner scene this week. Not a whole lot going on. The tournaments have pretty much all wrapped up. Valor and ESL are pretty much all that's left. The ESL final is going to come up pretty quickly. That's going to be really awesome. And so it's pretty much dumbing down a little bit. I think that this might be kind of the end of big, exciting events in StarCraft 1 for foreigners. That is, of course, if that StarCraft 2 beta would ever come out. Oh my god, still not out. I don't know what to say about that. Please, Blizzard. I would give anything to be playing that game right now. Now, something they announced that really disturbs me a little bit about StarCraft 2 is that there will be no online replays. And I tell you, when I played a little bit of War 3, that's something that really bugged me, because one of the best ways to learn about StarCraft is to watch replays online with your friends and analyze them. That is something that is absolutely huge, and it is fun. There's nothing in the world like having a great tournament, just finish up, downloading the replay pack, and just chilling on Battle.net with your friends, watching it all in 2x and laughing. So I'm really upset by this, and I understand it must be a lot harder to program it so that you can like rewind and have all these save points in it and everything, and then also have it so that multiple people can watch it. But you know, maybe they can just make some old-fashioned replays as well, so that we can actually watch replays online with our friends. I do not want to log off to watch a replay that I just played. That is not something that looks appealing to me whatsoever. You know, there's a social thing going on Battle.net. All your friends are on your friends list, joining games and everything. It's really exciting. Everyone's playing, having a good time, messaging. And you don't want to jump off of Battle.net and miss all that, and everyone will be like, oh, where'd he go? Just to watch a replay. Okay? I don't know. It's very important, I think, for the growth of the game, both strategically and just the fun aspect of it. So that's a little bit disappointing. I hope that Blizzard can fix that pretty quickly. You know, they said they will look into it. So, come on, Blizzard. Let's get that going. And now on to the Korean news. Proleague is pretty much over. A couple matches left. In fact, I just watched SKT1 against KT right before I filmed this. And if you don't want spoilers, you may want to pause right now. We know that KT, they aren't making it to the top 6 for the playoffs. Unfortunately, Flash could only secure 7th place. Too bad that he doesn't have anyone else good on his team to help him through with that. And so they were playing against SKT1, who is supposed to be the rivals, and SKT1 already basically won the Pro League portion of it. You know, they're going to be in the very grand finals of Pro League playoffs. And so they decided to throw out Boxer. So Boxer was playing second match against 4GG, and this match, I don't know if you watch it, but I'm about to tell you. Basically, Boxer just does a hidden 2-factory. Well, he hides his second factory, but basically just keeps 4GG from scouting exactly what he's doing. He goes 2 factories, speed and mines, and in the meantime, 4GG goes Vulture Expand into tanks. And Boxer gets the speed, gets the mines, goes with about 5 or 6 Vultures, and just runs right into the natural of 4GG. Now, Boxer kills all the Marines really quick, chases those tanks right down the ramp, starts laying mines, makes the SCV stop building the command center before the command center finishes up, and just starts hitting it away, lays a ton of mines, switches into tanks, gets Goliaths going, you know, takes his expansion, and Boxer looks like he's going to win from this point. And I tell you, 4GG looked very screwed. His starport was extremely, extremely late, and he was stuck down a ramp against siege tanks with 1 base. And that is almost impossible to break in Terran vs. Terran. So it was really looking like Boxer was like, oh yeah, you're going to win this. But Boxer made a very newbie, very bad mistake, which is he just kept sending tanks. He had something like 7 to 10 tanks on the ledge over 4GG's base. And that is a huge blunder. He left nothing at all at home whatsoever. I mean, that ramp is never getting busted. Don't worry, Boxer. It is not going to be busted if you have 5 tanks as opposed to 7, or 7 as opposed to 10. However many you got up there. You know, I was too busy crying to even, you know, count how many there were. But there were a ton more tanks up there than he needed. So he had nothing at home. 4GG lifts out 4 Vultures. They run over slow-speeded Vultures, no Spider Mines. Goes in Boxer's base and starts destroying his economy. In the meantime, 4GG takes 2 shuttles, goes up around the map with Tank Goliath in him, drops him off in Boxer's base, and Boxer basically just has no units over there, so he has an extremely hard time fending that all off. And from then on, 4GG just busts him up with dropship. Now, Boxer tries to push down and do something, but you know, by now he's trying to get down a ramp against siege tanks. And so 4GG obviously can defend against that.